What's going on, everybody, and welcome to The Shoehorn, a sneaker show unlike any other. And this week, just like every week, we're going to cover the latest and greatest in the week that was in sneakers. So sit back, relax, and welcome to episode 4 of The Shoehorn. So we start off with a teaser of the Kobe 9. The look to me didn't do much for me. I don't know if it got me excited. Did it get you excited? But one thing that I did notice is that it looks like there's a different material on the 9. We all know the Kobe 8 introduced engineered mesh to the basketball floor, which previously we would never think that would be made on a basketball shoe. So it seems far-fetched, but it looks like this may have some sort of rendition of Flyknit, which was made popular on the Chuckers and the Flyknit races and things like that, which would be crazy if it is. It will make the shoe even lighter than the Kobe 8, which was renowned for being so light. But we'll see. What do you think the Kobe 9 will look like? Are you interested to buy it? Have you bought any Kobes in the past? Let me know your favorite Kobe so far. Sticking with the theme of Nike basketball signatures takes us to the Nike LeBron 11, which was seen in kind of a green, army green colorway. There was mixed emotions on them. Some people like them, some people hate them. Naturally, there's going to be guys out there who think they can dress them up or whatever the case may be. But always remember that the LeBron 10 was not well received when it first came out as well. Neither was the 9. The 8s had problems. Somehow, some theme, color combination, something happens to make us all go crazy over the LeBrons, and it just snowballs from there. It looks like the 11 may have taken away the visible cushioning, but I'm sure there's some type of technology in there to make this a great basketball shoe. Tell me your thoughts on the 11s so far. Also, let me know if there's a colorway from previous LeBrons that you think will make this 11 look better and make you want to cop. Last weekend, we saw all red Jordan released in the Air Jordan 4 Toro Bravo, which I saw a lot of struggle tweets about those, so I don't know if everybody got their hands on it. But this coming Saturday on the 20th, the Air Jordan 3 Doorbeckers are coming back. The Doorbecker 3 was limited when it first released, like all Doorbeckers, so not a lot of people had them in relation to other Jordans. But we all know the Doorbecker is a great story. They have great stories behind them. Kids from the Doorbecker Children's Hospital designed the shoe and put their stamp on it, which is great. But with the shoes being so exclusive before, how do you feel about them coming back? I don't mind, because I know that the proceeds are going to go back to the hospital. I do feel like there's something to be said about exclusivity, though. There's something to be said about having a shoe that drops once. You know when you got it, it's a timepiece. But I don't know in this climate if that's even realistic. So you tell me, how do you feel about the Doorbecker 3s coming back? Do you think that there'll be other Doorbecker Jordans coming back? Do you want other Doorbecker Jordans to come back? If so, let me know which ones. The 4s were a favorite. The 2s were a little overlooked, but they're a dope shoe. So you let me know. How do you feel about Doorbecker sneakers coming back? And which ones do you plan on getting if indeed they do drop again? Speaking of shoes that we thought were exclusive, July the 9th. Nike.com had a restock. The reason why I say it like that is because who really got anything from that restock? Now I know some of you get alerts from Twitter, from Nike, from Champs, from Foot, like from wherever, all these sneaker outlets, and they blow your phone up and dead your battery. If you have an iPhone, they definitely dead your battery. And so you turn them off. And then you get online and you see that there was a restock of 50 shoes. 50 shoes. I mean, this restock had everything. They had shoes that we wouldn't even think would come back. Like, they had Mamba Curial 8s restock. They had all of the phones within the past couple years outside of the Galaxy come back. They had Altitude 13s. Altitude 13s. You think you would see those come back so quickly, let alone on just a random restock? So shoes like that are coming back and they're dropping unexpectedly. I know it's frustrating because you can't get to it fast enough. So how do you feel about restock? A random restock, or do you want to be notified? Which one do you prefer? Do you want to know so you can be prepared, so you can be ready to go? Or would you rather just log on one day and see that it's there? It's a little bit hard to get to if you just go straight from the Nike store. But let me know. I mean, do you think that it impacts the culture if you know that a shoe is coming back out? Or if you wait, will it, kind of deter you from maybe paying over retail? Would it deter you from camping out? Let me know how it would affect you if you knew that a shoe was going to restock. We've reached the comment corner segment of our show where we scroll through the various social media fronts and see what you're saying. We go through Twitter, we go through Facebook, Instagram, and of course the comment section on our site as well as the YouTube and the Vimeo to see what you're saying to us. So without further ado, let's get into it. Scrolling through Twitter, as I mentioned before, there were definitely a lot of struggle tweets about people picking up the Air Jordan 4, but I ran across one guy who was lucky enough to get a pair. And I read, remember, I do not edit these, I simply read them. He says, Nike Air Jordan 4 Retro Toro Bravo 2013, Red Nubuck, Raging Bull, just got them. Selling for $200, will negotiate. Now, I understand resellers are part of it. You know, we talked about shoes not being as exclusive anymore, but $200? So let's break this down economically real quick. You drive to the store, mall, wherever, pick up the shoe. You pay $173.20 with tax, right? You drive back. That's at least a couple dollars in gas. And you're selling this shoe that you paid nearly $175 for, plus gas, and you're selling it for $200, man? So you doing all this work, you did all this work, not to mention if you stood in line or took off work to go get your band or whatever the case may be, to make $15, you hustling backwards, partner. This is not what reselling is about. I'll get into resellers on another show, but this is not how it's done. So on our Instagram page, we posted a picture of the Kamikaze 1 that are coming back out, and scrolling through, I saw a guy comment, can I get the classic Sonics colorway, not the yellow and green bull that Foot Locker got with the 2s? Listen, it's important to know your history, okay? The Sonics wore green and yellow uniforms for 20 years until they changed in 1995 to the probably darker green, orange, red colorway that you're thinking about. They only wore that for 6 years. Then they switched back to the green and yellow in 2001. So, the only reason why I say this, I'm here to educate. Make sure you know the history of the shoes because that tells you the color story, which makes you connect better so you appreciate the shoes more. So, know your history. So we have a rare third comment on the comment corner this week. I just couldn't pass this up. This is under episode 3 of the Shoehorn in the YouTube comments, and I read, remember, I do not edit these, I simply read them. So, can you talk about this next? The past few years, I've seen 8-year-olds that just got their first pair of nice kicks to 35-year-olds that just started getting into sneakers, loose lace, just because it seems everybody else does it. I don't know why. So you want to know, can we talk about laces? No, we can't. We talking about laces, man. Laces? We talking about laces, not a shoe that you stood in line and paid almost $200 for. We talking about laces. Laces. Come on, man. So that's a wrap. Another Shoehorn episode in the books. This is our 4th episode. Can you believe it's been a month already? We appreciate you watching. Be sure to tune in every week for the latest and greatest in the week that was in sneakers. And make sure you hit us on the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, comment section, and the YouTube comment section on our site. We want to hear from you. Make sure you get involved and may get read in the comment corner. You never know. So until next time, I'm your host, TJ Boyd. And as always, I am not here to offend anybody. But if the shoe fits, Instagram it. And we out.